In 1947, Hyman Goldsmith, the co-editor of the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, asked artist Martel Langsdorff to come up with a design for a very special clock. It wasn't a traditional clock counting the passage of time second by second, but instead a visual representation of how close humanity is to destroying the world with dangerous technologies of our own making. It would be called the Doomsday Clock. When it was created in 1947, the Doomsday Clock was set at 7 minutes to midnight and has since then been moved 26 times to indicate the current world situation. Sometimes it's moved closer, sometimes it's moved further away. Back in 91, it was moved to 17 minutes to midnight, the furthest away it would get to midnight, when the editors of the Bulletin felt that the world was changing in fundamental and positive ways. On the 28th of January this year, it was moved to 89 seconds to midnight, the closest it has ever been to midnight in 78 years since it was created. The statement released at the time said this: "In setting the clock 1 second closer to midnight, we send a stark signal, because the world is already perilously close to the precipice. A move of even a single second should be taken as an indication of extreme danger and an unmistakable warning that every second of delay in reversing course increases the probability of global disaster." Throughout history, mankind has wondered when the end will come. Some have even been bold enough to try and predict it. Each generation has had a differing view, and the fact that the Doomsday Clock moves both forward and back tells us that we just don't know when time will run out. However, when the Lord Jesus was on the earth, he told us who does know. In Matthew 24 he says, "But of that day and hour no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, but my Father only." In Acts 1 he says, "It's not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father has put in his own authority." He does, however, give us some hints about what to look for at the sign of the end times. He tells us there will be wars and rumours of wars, nations rising against nation, and there will be famines and earthquakes. Christians will be persecuted, and there will be an increase in wickedness and deception. The optimism and hope of 91 has since descended into despair of impending destruction in 2025. The world and the Bible seem to agree that we're fast approaching the end. What he did tell us was that we were to be ready when it does come, so we don't have to endure it, because it will come without warning. In Matthew 24 again he says, "Therefore you also be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect." So what does it mean to be ready? John chapter 3 and verses 16 and 17 say this: "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that through him the world might be saved." So to escape the judgment that is to come and ensure we are ready, we simply need to believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, and we will be saved. When the end does come, are you ready for what comes next? If you place your faith and trust in the Lord Jesus, then no matter what lies ahead, you can have the assurance of a home in heaven. Let's all make sure we're ready.